I think some of you have met Sport before. We've just been sitting here having a chat. I don't know, he's been in this little 5-gallon Marineland tank for a while now. And the only other thing in here are ram's horn snails. And it looks like there's some little limpets on the glass. And I was just thinking about maybe getting him out of this tank. We were talking about that. And he seems like he might be okay with it. Put him back in the tank he came from, in that 29-gallon with all his brothers and sisters. But then I'm wondering how he'd feel about that, or how they'd feel about it, because he hasn't seen them in several months. I don't know, 6 months or so. I'd have to go look. And I don't know. I don't know if he'd do all right in there, and if he didn't, I'd have to put him in somewhere else. And then I was thinking, well, what would I do? What would I put in here? And Sport suggested, well, you could put shrimp in here because I won't be here to eat them. And he also said maybe some amber tetras. And then I said, well, what about swordtails? And he said, no, they'll get too big. And what else? Most everything will get too big for this tank. It's got to be small. I think we both agreed on maybe some pygmy cories, and then maybe some least keely fish. I think there's still some in that Marineland tank in the living room. He could go in there then. I could hey, there we go. What do you think, Sport? You could go in that tank in the living room. It's got a little bigger footprint, and we could put the least keelies in here because they are so tiny. And maybe that'll do the trick. I don't know. He's back there. I think he's cogitating. He's looking over his territory. He's thinking it may just go away at some point. I don't know. I don't know how he feels about it. I don't know if he feels really cramped in here. What do you think? Do you feel really cramped in here, Sport? Yeah? Not so much. You're all right with it? You do have some swim room. And I know it's really well planted for you. There's a lot of stuff. You hang up in the horn wart up there when you go to sleep at night, and that's usually where I find you, wrapped up in the horn wart. It's a nice little tank, huh? That Sagittarius is getting ready, starting to sprout new shoots, so you're going to have a little front lawn in here. Won't be long, huh? I know. All right, well, we'll figure it out. I think that's a good idea you had there about putting the least keelies in here and you go out there. So thanks for looking.